The Ohio Veterans Hall of Fame recognizes Ohio's distinguished men and women who have worn the uniform of our nation's armed forces and then continue to contribute to their communities, state, and nation through exceptional acts of volunteerism, advocacy, professional distinction, public service, and philanthropy. The Ohio Veterans Hall of Fame. Nominate a veteran today.
Patrick William Dugan, Marine Corps, Navy, Army, Army National Guard. I'm from Warren County, and I wanted to be a Cub Scout, but the Presbyterian Church pack was full and they weren't accepting any more boys. So the day I turned 11, I became a Boy Scout in Troop 1. I wanted to learn leadership principles and traits, so I contacted the local Marine recruiter, John Fondow, who was a gunnery sergeant at the time, and he loaned me his guidebook for Marines, where I read cover to cover, all the time. And I read the leadership principles and leadership traits, and I said, this really works. So I wanted to conduct the Marine Band when I was a young man. When I became an Eagle Scout with a gold palm, I grew a mustache and I had sideburns. That was my rebellious period. And so that was what I did. I also defied my parents and joined the Marine Corps. I enlisted, and they were reducing the size of the force. So I transferred over to the Navy. The next thing I did was I got in the Navy. I was a direct commission candidate in naval intelligence, and Graham Redmond closed the program down and fired 1,000 naval intelligence officers. So the Army said, "Come with me, son, let's talk." Well, they sent me to regular Army. I'm a Mustang. I came up through the ranks from a private. I've been an E5 3 times and an E3 3 times. Every time I did a branch transfer, I lost 2 stripes. There were no bonuses, let me tell you. There were no bonuses. They really didn't need people. They were getting rid of people for nothing. So I went to regular Army OCS at Fort Benning and graduated from the infantry school as a 2nd lieutenant. Having served in 5 decades, enlisted and commissioned, active and reserve, and Ohio Army National Guard. I wanted to serve my country, I wanted to serve God, I wanted to serve my country, and I wanted to serve the state of Ohio. I saw a big problem in the veteran suicide, so I conduct one of the oldest continually operating bands in the nation and raised money for the Shriners Hospitals for Children, and founded the Thanks Yanks and Welcome Home series of free concerts for veterans to prevent veteran suicide. I was invited to be on the National Council of the Boy Scouts of America. I served on the National Exploring Committee, and I served on the National Sea Exploring Subcommittee. So I had a chance to pay it back on a national and international basis, as well as on a local area and regional basis, and was very successful in all this. I was very surprised, and it was the last thing I ever thought about. It was never on my radar screen. I'm still having trouble believing that it's true, but I think about it pretty much the same as I do being an Eagle Scout. When I was awarded the Eagle Scout, and when I've repeated the same thing when I've made presentations, that this was not the end of my career, it was the beginning. It's a launching pad, not a resting place.
Selection and induction into the Ohio Veterans Hall of Fame is a great honor. Nominate a veteran today.